Shraddha, over to you.
Thank you, Vaibhavi. Hello, everyone. Glad you all are here today for the yoga session, which will be conducted by Lakshmi Dhanaraj, who is an instructor from India. A short introduction about me. I'm Shraddha Chandwadkar. I'm the Executive Program Director at ARVA, and my role here is to try to bring more and more programs in yoga and wellness that will help the community. And that's how I'm here. And I would first like to welcome Lakshmi. Thank you so much for coming and offering this on the ARVA platform. We are very grateful for that. Lakshmi Dhanaraj, she is a certified yoga trainer and she has a comprehensive Master of Science in Yoga. She is also recognized in the book Yoga, A Journey Within by Derek Biermann. And she has also completed her residential teacher training course from International Center for Yoga. And we are very, very eager to learn more from Lakshmi today. So over to you, Lakshmi.
Thank you. I also want to add on to the instructions. The name of my guru is Swami Geetananda, who is a doctor. He worked in the World Health Organization, but he had an Italian mother and an Indian father. And because of his guru's instruction, he came back to India when he was 67. And he stayed in Pondicherry and he just taught everybody. Mostly he just taught for free. And in the center that I joined, that's when they actually started charging some money just for the institute to run. That's all. Yeah, he's my guru. And the name of the center where I did the 6 months full-time residential course was called International Center for Yoga Education and Research. So ICYR is how it was called. It's on the coast of Bay of Bengal, and yeah, it's right outside Pondicherry. So yeah, so that's the thing. My guru always told this, that yoga was skill in action. So for him, yoga was a way of life. So everything that we did had to be skillful. And so that kind of always underlined all our actions, thoughts, words. At least we were kind of stimulated to act in that direction. Okay. So thanks to everybody who have come here. So it's a great feeling to share. It's a great feeling to give something that someone can use for their own wellness. So it's as much as I'm giving, I'm also getting. And every class is really a co-creation. So your attention is part of this creation. Your investment energetically is part of this creation. So yeah, so thanks for being in this space. And every day at the end of the session, we'll have a Q&A. So you can ask for things that you want, clarity in techniques, anything, whatever you have to ask, you can ask. So we can have it clarified that way. So that is about it. So today, because we're starting the first time, I will kind of just set the context for what pranayama is, what its role is. Then we get on to practices. And everything that I'm teaching here is really something that is safe for all bodies. So yoga techniques is like food. Some food is great, healthy, but if your body cannot digest it, there's no point in eating it. So your body should be able to digest well. So even though techniques are supposed to be beneficial, it is very important to choose what technique works for your body. So as you evolve, as you grow, as your body changes, some techniques you may outgrow. Some techniques may then be appropriate for the body. So it is very important that you choose techniques which is safe, which your body can digest, which your body can benefit from. So that is all. So in that sense, I have chosen techniques which are very safe, basic and elementary. And you can do this over and over. That's about it. So I will share the screen now. And yeah. Can all of you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. So pranayama, I'm just taking with the breathing practice for this 5-day sessions, just pranayama and some relaxation techniques. So pranayama, does anybody know what the word pranayama means?
Lakshmi, we have muted everyone, so it might be hard for them to unmute themselves. Do you want this to be interactive? In which case, I'll see if I can unmute everyone.
Yeah, because it is only 13 participants, I think we can afford to be unmuting people.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll see.
Yeah. If it becomes hard to manage, then we can probably mute.
Okay. There we go. I think everybody will need to actually take that action themselves, meaning
Yeah,
go
if they
ahead
want
and
to voice.
unmute you. Yeah. If you'd like to
All
chime
right.
in, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, if you have to say something, yes, you can unmute. So yes, can somebody say what the word pranayama means? Any idea at all?
No.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Shashank?
think so.
No.
Shashank, we cannot hear you.
Okay, we still cannot hear you. All right. I think I'll keep this explanation one-sided because the time is short. Tomorrow probably we'll explore this technicality. Okay, so I think people can be muted and I will go ahead. Anyway, at the end of in Q&A, they can voice if there's anything they have to voice.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I forgot the prayer today. So let's start with the prayer. People can be muted. Yeah, fine. Okay. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ तत्सत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ Okay. So I'll get on with explaining what pranayama is. So the word pranayama is composed of two words. It's prana and yama. It's sometimes even called as ayama. So prana, you know, it is a life force. And the word prana is again made of two syllables. It's pra and ana. So pra is that which existed before. And ana actually means cell, referring actually to the physical matter. It is a smallest unit of a physical matter, cell. So pra ana means that which existed before physical matter. So energy always is the precedent of matter. So prana means that which existed before physical matter. And yama means control. So pranayama is actually the science of controlling this life force within the body and after point also without the body, meaning energy outside the body. So these are basically breathing practices which helps in management of prana. So when we say prana, there are a lot of sources of prana. One is basically all the five elements: air, water, sun, earth. We actually get prana through all these sources. Eating is a process by which we get from these sources. That is also a process. Breathing is a process by which we get from these sources. Here, when it is breathing, it is from the prana, from the air that you'll be taking it. So there are many ways where we can actually absorb prana. Even thought forms, having positive thought forms is another way of how you can get positive prana. depending on the nature of thought form. When somebody compliments you when you're really tired also, some deep memory comes and suddenly you have a shift in energy. When somebody tells really something bad or unpleasant, and suddenly you have a destruction or reduced level of energy. So this is about what pranayama is, the sources of prana. And this probably many of you will be knowing. We have 5 basic bodies. So the physical matter is Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya, that which is made of cells, the physical matter. Anna actually also means food. So the body which is actually formed by way of food, Annamaya Kosha. Then the next one is a Pranamaya Kosha, that is the energy body. Next is the Manomaya Kosha, that is the mind body, where your thought forms are there. And next is the Vijnanamaya Kosha, that's the intellectual body. Then the last one is Anandamaya Kosha, bliss body. So we are multidimensional beings. We have a lot of bodies. In this picture, it is given like everything is just about 1 centimeter in width, or in the picture it is like that. Generally, Pranamaya Kosha is about your arm's distance long, generally. Now, Buddha had a Pranamaya Kosha whose radius was rent into kilometers. He had such strong energy because they build up that body. That is why anybody who comes into their presence, they feel calm, they feel elevated. That is why you're in a temple, you feel elevated. You're in the presence of an enlightened being, you feel elevated. So in yoga, we do a lot of practices that build up this Pranamaya Kosha. When your Pranamaya Kosha is very, very strong, your immunity is strong. Not just physical immunity, your mental and emotional immunity is also strong. It will be difficult for people to bombard you with negative thought forms, whatever. So this is one. So this is also the reason why when you sit next to some people, you feel restless. You sit next to some people, you feel calm. It's different. So in yoga, we expand the capacity of this pranamaya kosha. That is one. And another thing is, so all these bodies have to be in alignment. So there has to be integration of thoughts, feelings, and words. What the mind is instructing to do, the body should be able to do. And what the mind wants to do should be in tune with what the higher self needs. So when there is distortion between what has to be done and what is actually could be done, that is kind of a condition called nara. So these are people who don't have alignment. If you're not honest, automatically you'll have nara because what you're saying something, but the body is doing something else. You see, there is a distortion already. So there are a lot of reasons why nara could happen. Pranayama, what happens is the more you do pranayama sincerely, consistently, all these bodies come into alignment. So just for the picture's sake, it's not a very literal representation. But for the picture's sake, this is a kind of an aligned body. And this one, it is not in alignment. This condition is called as nara. Now, when this condition is there, these are the kind of people who will easily attract accidents. You know, if you're just walking somewhere and then you're hitting, easily everywhere you're going, you're just hitting. If your pranayama is kosha very strong, intuitively your body will stop you from going there. Intuitively, you'll know when to stop, when to turn, you won't hit, and all of that. There is some kind of a shield that is already protecting you. That will be there. When this nara is off place, these are people who will attract a lot of accidents, psychic imbalances, many kinds of imbalances at many levels. Pranayama, there are certain techniques which will actually bring about a proper alignment of all these bodies. This is another thing of a consequence of pranayama. One of the things that we do in pranayama, mostly we breathe very slowly. When you breathe very, very slowly, all the nerve endings in your nose, your mouth, the throat, they all can absorb the prana. They say you have to really eat slowly because then you can absorb the prana from the food much, much effectively, much more effectively. So here also, the nerve endings, you have this called the right Sanskrit term would be nadis. Nadis are energy channels. Just like how you have the nerves, which are the physical channels, yes, that send the signals of the nervous system, transmit the signals of the nervous system. You actually have energy channels. That is called as nadi. We actually have about 72,000 nadis. So once there is a block somewhere, that is when disease manifests related to that area. So pranayama also clears these nadis. Of course, yeah, when you're breathing, this happens. So we use generally less than 1/10 of the capacity. So by pranayama, we're trying to use to its full capacity. What pranayama does is improve the battery capacity of the body. So if your phone has a battery capacity of 48 hours, it can last long without an external source of energy to charge it. So that is why somebody who's practicing sincerely with yoga and all of that, staying away from food for 24 hours is not a big deal. They would go on. My teacher will fast for like 9 days, continuously just being on water. She did that for like 43 years, still she had the challenge. But they will go around, do all the work, and it will be a normal life. It's not like they will rest because you're fasting. So this, your energy level increases. Another thing, you have something called as inspiratory and expiratory receptors. So these receptors, so they are deep within in the lungs. So when you breathe very, very deeply, those, you know, those alveoli, those air sacs are inside. Yes. So they will start, that kind of a deep breathing will send a feedback to the respiratory center in the brain. And those inspiratory, expiratory receptors will start getting activated. So it will become like a chicken egg situation because you breathe well, automatically the brain gets a signal. And after a point, what happens is even involuntarily, you will start to breathe deeply. That kind of a mechanism you're setting in. And my guru personally knew at least 12 breatharians. Breatharians means people who just live on air. You know, at least 11 people like that. And so respiratory center, you have 3 bindus. This is not necessary now. I'll just skip that. Okay, all this is not necessary now. Okay. So that is about it. We can start going for the class. Okay. All right. So this is just, I just wanted to set the context for pranayama. Because this is kind of late in the evening, we'll just do some simple stretches. You can stand also and do, you can sit also and do, both are okay. Just some simple stretches. The idea of stretching is when there is stress, that stress will create stiffness. So in yoga, you do all those extreme stretching so that you can counteract that stress and then the balance is established. That's the idea of doing this stretch. You stretch to release the tension. So just some simple stretch. So if you're just sitting, I'm going to go back a little. You can just lift your hands just up, stretch a little bit. Yes, and go down. Now again, join the palms like this, stretch it out. Now go down. Again, lift it up. Stretch and hold. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Again, stretch. Stretch up. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Okay. Now let's do a little bit for the neck. Just lift up and down. Stretch all the way as much as you can. Make sure your eyes are open. You may tend to feel dizzy if your eyes are closed. So keep the eyes open, front and back. Now, we will move from right to left, but in a circular way. So turn the head to the left. Now, go down fully and then up. Again, go down fully and then up. Down fully, up. Down fully, up. Down fully. Keep your eyes open. Up, down, fully, and up. Okay. Now just for the shoulders, stretch it up and relax. Stretch it up and relax. Stretch it up and relax. So this is the part where most of the tension accumulates from work. Neck is the part which is most vulnerable to stress, generally. You see, children will never complain of neck pain, maybe when they're sitting in front of the screen much. But it's not even the physical thing. Generally, it's a psychological tension imbalance that causes a stress. So now we will lift up like this. And then when you're releasing, you will say, You just breathe in, tighten up. Breathe in, tighten up. So this chew is called as Bastrika. It's called as a blasting out technique. The idea is you're consciously trying to cleanse the lungs. Even during our normal life, when you're like really tired or you want to let go of something, you like you release like that. This you're just doing it consciously and more forcefully. Okay. Again, all of you breathe in, lift your shoulders up, out. Okay. In, up, out. In, up, out. Okay. The shoulders is you can do. Bastrika you can do any time of the day without the movement, just the Bastrika. You're walking or you're just irritated, you just breathe in, blast it. It's a good lung cleanser. Okay. I think that is enough for now. We will now do something called as Vibhaga Pranayama. So I would do a small demo now. And after that, you can all lie down and we will do together lying down. It's a very powerful practice for regeneration to build your lung capacity. When I did the residential course, we did this every day for 30 days, every day. So this was like the most foundational practice we did. So Vibhaga means section, Bhaga means section. So this is sectional breathing. What we do is we actually divide the lungs into 3 lobes, the lower lobe, mid lobe, and upper lobe. Just a minute. Yeah, so we divide it into lower lobe, mid lobe, and upper lobe. The idea is you have to use the lungs optimally. You have to breathe into all parts of the lungs. Most of us breathe just into the lower lobe, and that is all. Or it is a very strained upward breathing when you're breathing consciously. It has to be relaxed, uniform breathing into all lobes of the lungs. So we are training the body to do that at one point naturally without your conscious intervention. So the practice is like this. You keep the hands on the lower lobe and then you breathe, intending to breathe into the lower lobe. The idea is where the hand goes, mind goes. Where the mind goes, energy flows. When the energy flow is there, flowing there, the air will flow there, the prana will flow there. It is not that lung will not go to the other parts of the lungs, the air will not go to other parts of the lungs, but it will mainly go to the lower part. That is the idea. So I want to do this in trying. You can show with hands. Those who want to do this in sitting position, please put up the hands now. I will see how you prefer. Okay, 1 person, 2. Those who want to put in the lying down position, hands up, please. Okay, 2, fine. Okay, I actually envisioned in the lying down position. We also practice in lying down. We do this, lying down is the most suitable when you're starting off because the body is completely relaxed. The effect of gravity on the body is very less. You can really feel it. So you can lie down. When you're lying down, see if you can keep the head to the north. We generally keep the head to the north because the magnetic field runs from north to south. So as just like the Earth's magnetic field, the body also has got a magnetic field. So every cell has got a north pole and a south pole. When the body's magnetic field aligns with the Earth's magnetic field, the relaxation intensity is much more. So all of you lie down, please, in Shavasana. Okay. I can only see some of you, that's fine, but make sure you can see me if you need to. That is all. If you just turn your head to the right, you should be able to see me. That much you can set up. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we are going to do Vibhaga Pranayama with Sparsha Mudra. Sparsha means to touch. So use your palms and touch the lower lobes of the lungs. Remember, wherever your ribs end, there your hands will end. That is how you find. Just right below the chest, little below. So wherever the ribs end, there the hands will end. All right. Be completely relaxed in Shavasana. Thank the body for cooperating. And remember, breath is a very, very fun, enjoyable process. Now we're going to treat your body with all this deep breathing. All right? Make your intention. We are now going to breathe into the lower lobe. I'll do 4 counts, then we'll make it 6. Breathe out to begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just relax for a moment. Now I'm going to do 6 count rhythm, which means we breathe in for 6 counts, breathe out for 6 counts. And if you feel that this rhythm is not suitable for you, follow your own rhythm. Do at least 3 rounds, 3 rounds of breathing. All right, let's continue for the lower lobe again. Breathe out to begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax your hands. Keep the hands by the side. Let the palms face the sky. Keep the hands on the floor, either closed or away from the body. Keep the eyes closed. Just relaxed. Be conscious of the breath. Just be conscious. Watch it. Thank your lungs. Thank the body. Thank the universe for all the prana. And just be in that state of relaxation, conscious relaxation. Now we will breathe into the mid lobe, Madhyama Pranayama. So take your hands and keep it on top of your chest. It will be right little above your breasts. Just keep it there. It's okay if the hand is not exactly where it has to be. What is more important is the mind should make that intention to breathe into the middle lobe. What your mind thinks and intends is more important. Just keep the hands. The hand is just a tool for the mind to be guided there. Now let's breathe into the mid lobe. Make the intention strongly, firmly. Breathe out to begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax for a moment. Now we will do a 6 count rhythm, but please follow what is comfortable for you. If some of you feel like you want to do a longer breath, please do a longer breath. I'm just keeping it at 6 to be safe. Now let's do the 6 count rhythm, mid-lobe breathing. Place the hands there. Again, from a space of gratitude. Let's start. Breathe out to begin. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Now take the hands off the body. Keep it on the floor by the side of the body. Let the palms face the sky. Be in that state of relaxation, conscious relaxation. Just observe how the breath is flowing by itself. Be in Be a very detached observer, just admiring the breath. Keep admiring the breath. With or without your intervention, with or without your guidance, with or without you being a witness, the breathing happens. Develop a sense of admiration for it and hold on to the spirit of relaxation. Now let us breathe into the upper lobe. So upper lobe, keep the hands. You can look at my hands if you need guidance. The more important thing is to intend to breathe into the upper lobe. So your middle finger may be touching the collarbone. Try to relax the elbows on the floor, just in any way. Yeah. And generally, people don't breathe much into the upper lobe. The upper lobe breathing governs the flow of prana for psychic functions, psychic abilities like intuition, telepathy, all of that. All right. Hands on the upper lobe. Make the intention. Breathe out to begin. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax a moment. You can let the hands be there. We'll now do a 6-count rhythm. Breathing into the upper lobe. Breathe out to begin. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax the hands, relax the breath, but be aware of the breath. Let go of the control, but hold on to being conscious of the breath. Hands by the side, palms facing the sky. Be in that state of relaxation. Affirm to yourself that you will breathe optimally. You will breathe holistically. You will make wholesome use of the lungs. And as you're relaxing, thank your lungs abundantly. Lungs are a very, very elastic. When something is elastic, its ability to respond to emotion is quite dramatic. Things like gratitude, relaxation, appreciation, these emotions, the energy of these emotions will help the lungs relax. It will help the lungs expand. And remember, all healing happens only in the space of relaxation. And yoga is a science of conscious relaxation. Okay. As we continue there, let us go into a practice called Nadi Jnana Kriya. This is also can be done in Shavasana, not can be, it is done in Shavasana. So Nadi Jnana Kriya, Nadi means it is an energy channel. And here it is basically a cleansing technique. I will explain the process, then you can start doing it. So this is a practice you can do at the end of a yoga session, or even generally when you want to relax and cleanse. So imagine your body to be like a pipe. Imagine your body to be like a hollow pipe and pick up one material to represent the negativity in your body. It could be stone, it could be pebble, it could be sand, it could be ink, anything. Pick up one material that can represent the negative energy in your body, that can represent things which does not support the health of the body. So now, every time you're just breathing out, just feel that all the negativity is just being washed off the body. So keep breathing consciously, keep breathing relaxedly, keep breathing deeply. Nadi Jnana Kriya, as you're breathing, feel that everything is just being washed off. Starting from the head to the toe, it is just being washed off. As you breathe out, all the negative energy, the unhealthy part of you is being washed off. And as you breathe in, inhale fresh, new energy from the universe that is energizing you, that is nourishing you. And breathe out, wash off, cleanse, let go, wash off, wash off. It is being washed off, starting from the head. There's very, very strong healing energy that is passing through the body, washing off all the negativity of the body, and it is running off the foot, through your feet. It's being washed off and being transmuted by the universe into a higher frequency. Breathe in, absorb all the good prana, breathe in, and breathe out, let go, wash off. Breathe in, absorb gratitudes, absorb gratitudes, breathe out, let go of all resentment. Let go, let go. It doesn't support the body's health. Breathe in, absorb love, love, and let that love energy enter you strongly and deeply. Breathe out, let go of all the anger. Anger is poisonous for your body more than the person that you're intending it for. Let go, let go. Breathe in, absorb, absorb all the beauty, absorb the idea of appreciation. Breathe in deeply, wholly, and breathe out, let go. Let go of the complaining mentality. Breathe out. Keep breathing out. Breathe in, love. Breathe in deeply, breathe in slowly, breathe in consciously. Remember, slow, deep, relaxed breath. The breath should be relaxed. Breathe in and feel all that is not supporting your body's health is just being washed off through that hollow pipe, out through the feet. It's being washed off. Remember, energy is neither created nor destroyed. It is only converted from one form to another. The more positive emotions you take like this, that energy will transmute everything in the body to a higher frequency. Let it wash off. And when you feel sufficiently clean, when you feel that the body is now cleansed and there is a sense of lightness, there is a sense of feeling more clean and hygienic, you feel a sense of balance, slowly you can stop this visualization. You can stop the visualization slowly when you feel that water has run down sufficiently through this pipe. Any material use sufficient through this pipe called body, and it is completely cleansed. And then you slowly relax the visualization. Relaxed breathing, but conscious breathing. Hold on to the breaths. Develop this idea of the breath being an adventure. something from outside getting into deep parts of your being and governing your source of energy from there. It's like a love equation with the universe. Relax your visualization. Now let go of that visualization. Let the body go into its own deep state of relaxation. Be in that state. Now slowly let's do a Yoga Nidra technique, which is conscious relaxation of the entire body. There are different ways. We'll try one elementary way. So we are now going to relax the body part by part. And remember, relaxation is the foundation for healing. Relaxation is the foundation for growth. Technically, we grow when we sleep. Technically, we heal when we are relaxed. If your sleep is profound and deep, the healing will happen when you're sleeping. And pranayama facilitates that. So now, bring your awareness to the top of the head. Keep breathing deeply. Keep breathing slowly. Keep breathing with gratitude. And as the breathing is happening, take the awareness to the top of the head and feel it relaxing. See it relaxing. The top of the head, nice healing energy flowing into the brain, into the skull, and just completely nourishing it and healing it. It's completely relaxed. It's completely relaxed. Your entire brain is now relaxed. The brain, which is the ruler of your body, is now relaxed. The blood flow is well balanced, the blood is cleansed, and it is feeding the brain well. Now slowly move on to your eyes, the back of the eyes, the front. Feel the energy moving there and it is being completely relaxed. Let the energy move to the side of the ears. It's completely relaxed. From the inside of the ears, everything is relaxed. The energy is moving to the nose, completely relaxing it, nourishing it, regenerating it. Keep breathing deeply. The deeper your breath, the more energy you have. And now the energy is moving into the teeth, into the gums, into the tongue. All the mouth parts are now being healed. Feel that energy in there. Let your entire head and the face, the skin of the face, soak in that energy. As it being completely relaxed, slowly let that awareness go into the neck, the spine, the neck muscles. Everything is now being relaxed. Feel that energy. Choose a color that works for you. Choose a color that appeals to you. That is what your body needs. So feel that energy flowing in. And now it is moving on into your shoulders, your elbows, your armpits, the bones, the muscles, the veins, all of it. It's piercing through the body, gently flowing. Your hands, fingers, nails, palms, everything relaxing. And let the energy slowly move into the neck, the chest, your lungs, your heart, all of it. Now hungrily absorbing that healing energy and dancing in that joy of regeneration. Let every cell be completely balanced. Let every cell float in a field of joy. And let that energy slowly come down. Your entire digestive system is now being relaxed, regenerated. The pancreas, gallbladder, liver, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus, urinary system, the kidneys, everything is relaxed. And as you're relaxing and regenerating, send a wave of gratitude. Remember, when you compliment a team member, he performs well. So is the case with the body. Let the energy pass and send a wave of gratitude to everybody who's doing their function. And when you appreciate, they perform better. Let the energy move. Beautiful blood supply being regenerated. And slowly let it go into the genital parts, your back, the buttocks, the spine, the tailbone. Everything is now being balanced and relaxed. And slowly let the energy flow into the thighs, into the bones. Let it flow into the knees, the kneecap, under the knee. Let it flow slowly into the calf muscles. Everything being completely soaked in that energy. And let it go into the toes, the heels, the entire foot, the soles of the feet. Now feel the body floating in a nice pool of healing, warm energy. And the more love you have, the more open you can be to that source of energy. The more clean you are emotionally, the more wiser you are, the more values, the more ethical you are, your ability to attract energy gets better. So feel that body floating in that healing energy and let it slowly relax. Let it slowly relax completely. Be in that state. Continue to breathe deeply, breathe consciously, no matter where your mind goes. You control your mind. You are the master of your mind. Bring the mind back to the breath. It can wander anywhere, but you can always bring it back to the breath. Doesn't matter how many times it wanders. Bring it back to the breath, bring it back to the breath, bring it back to the breath, and let the breath be rooted in gratitude. Continue to breathe. I will chant Om a couple of times just to facilitate a deeper state of being. You can be silent, and you can just be breathing and try to be receptive to the sound waves. Om. Continue to be in that state, conscious, deep relaxation. Now, slowly move your hands and feet. Just wiggle your toes and fingers a little. And take your hands up. Keep them on the floor and you can just stretch them slowly. Stretch your hands and stretch your feet like how you wake up from bed in the morning. Slowly stretch and turn on to your left side and relax. Just turn to your left, but keep the body in any way that is comfortable for you. You can bend the knees, lie on your hand, whatever. Just be on your left side. Now from there, roll over and lie on your chest. Lie on your belly and keep the head on your hands. So you can keep the head like this and just lie down on your belly for a while. Now slowly you can come up and sit very slowly. Okay. I did not cover everything I set out to do. Tomorrow, what we will do is start with the sitting practice, finish more there, and then go to Shavasana. I don't want to move back and forth. So tomorrow, we can do Yoga from sitting. And for every lobe that we are breathing, there are specific sounds to it, specific mudra to stimulate breath flow into that lobe. And there are asanas also for it. So I will just teach the mudras and the sounds for the respective lobes. And the complete lobe breathing is also there. So that will be a great takeaway that you can practice. Its healing capacity is quite profound. It works at different levels. So you can cover all of that later. And the last day, I will not probably teach anything new because I'm very particular that you learn well. So I'm a queen of repetition. Meaning I would rather teach you less and I know that you know it well than teach you a lot and I know you've not digested it. So I want to cover all of this complete loop. It's called as Mouth Yoga Pranayama with all the breath and mudra and all of that. We do it over and over and we can look at questions also as and when we have. That's the idea. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know or anything you want to ask or say.
Well, I'll just say, Lakshmi, thank you so much. This has been just amazing. But we'll open up for questions.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Rahul.
Namaste. Just would like to know when is the best time to do the pranayama and relaxation or yoga in short.
Okay. See, pranayama, anytime you can do. Generally, anytime you can do. But if you're going to want a very, very introspective thing to do, then you want to relax deeply. But you want to go out into the world and do a lot of things, then you will do a different set of practice. So in pranayama, there is something called as Surya and Chandra. So you have two energies in the body, Surya and Chandra energy. So when you want to be very active, do physical work, be more outbound, then you do those kind of practices which activate heat. And when you want to do very introspective relaxation inbound practice, then you do practices which elevate the coolness. So depending on how you're sitting out today, what task you want to do, that's how you choose a practice. Otherwise, you can do pranayama anytime. But you have to have at least a 2 hours gap between eating and practice. Right after pranayama, you can eat. That's fine. But right after eating, don't do pranayama. Just relaxed breathing is okay because you have to send some energy for digestion. So immediately you don't want to do deep practices. So generally 2 hours gap after eating is good. That's all. And right after waking up, or right before sleeping is a great time to do. Because at that time, you're in a different state of consciousness. It's easy to access deeper states. And if you do it before relaxation, it will lift up the entire quality of your sleep. And it will also reduce your sleeping hours because you will get that degree of relaxation, regeneration, and energy from the smaller hours of sleeping itself because the quality is better. That is all.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, namaste, Lakshmi. Class was so good, and your voice is so soothing, and it just took it into a different trance for sure. I have a question. I've been also practicing yoga. Why also, Nami? So I have a little confusion with the Vibhaga pranayama. Does it also call as a segmental breathing? Is it a different from?
We call it sectional, but the word segmental also makes sense.
Okay, because in the segmental breathing pattern, maybe the cues were a little different, where the middle lobe versus you use like a focusing on the intercostal muscle. That's where you're focusing on. I mean, of course, the ultimate lobe part is the middle part of the lung, whereas upper breathing or upper chest breathing, you use like a upper lobes. At the same time, your accessory muscles also you activate. Some of your neck stand SEMs and also place as a accessory inspiratory muscles. So I was just in confusion where in the science side, they focus on the breathing muscle, like a diaphragm as a lower lobe breathing, and the midsection is a intercostal muscles, and the upper one is more upper chest and inspiratory. And where your cues were a little different, I like it. I mean, you went in a way like a section of the lobe versus where the like modern science were modern science were talking about the around the lobe, what the muscles were working in the physiological way versus what the yeah. So I had a little confusion. So both are same, but you're talking in a lobes wise, and the segmental they were talking in a outer side of the layers.
So different schools have different approaches. And how I choose is I just got into this when I was in my 6th grade. So I didn't have any kind of an acumen to question things or even to compare. I didn't know anything at all. So I just absorbed it. And only now I'm trying to rationalize it and it makes sense. So what I will say is you connect with somebody whose energy you like and trust that person and just follow it.
No, yeah, I love the concept of going inside, not just like outer physiological aspect versus going a little more in where you focus on the different parts. So, and if you really, I mean, while you're giving cues, I was able to focus when you saying the breathing, I can feel my bottom hand is moving more. When I also parallelly placed my hand on the rib cage where the medial lobe, when you focus. So when I send my intention to the medial lobe, my top hand was moving more than my bottom hand, just like you mentioned. Where your intention goes, that's the energy flows. I was able to feel a little more precisely. I love the cues actually.
Yeah, there is no right or wrong here. Just use what works for you. And in your practice, you can use, okay, this terminology, this approach works, just follow that. Anything is okay. And there are certain practices where we focus on the diaphragm as such. The thing is, if you are breathing deeply, you will exercise the diaphragm muscles quite dramatically. Without a consciousness, it clearly may happen. And there are two ways I can say, if I'm a dance teacher and I'm training somebody, I can say smile, smile as they're dancing. Or the other way is also, I can create a very joyous step, a very joyous environment. I create the setup for it, and the smile is a consequence. There are two ways to, and sometimes the smile will be fake as they start, and eventually it becomes real. So in the body, also, you have different approaches. Every teacher
But
is
the
different.
ultimate, the goal
Yeah.
will be this. Yeah, I love it.
So both are, or everything works. Just choose what works for you.
Yep, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. The time is up. So if you have questions, you can also put in the chat. And because it's US, I know you guys are more time disciplined than in India. In India, it may be okay to delay it by 5-10 minutes. Here, it's different. So I will say the prayer and finish it off. But if you have questions, we can always take it up tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll try to pack more techniques into the session so that we can repeat it every day and absorb them better. Yeah. So I'll just chant a closing prayer. Thank you so much. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest. I will send all these prayers with English meanings to Shraddha, and you can have it. And also, by this time the session is ending, I will cover all the techniques, explain it, and send it as a document to you, so you have something to refer.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much, Lakshmi.
Thank
Thank you very much.
It was really awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks to my guru.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vai.
No, thanks to Lakshmi. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.